Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Chidera and today's video will be a DIY jewellery haul. So I'm essentially going to be showing you all the DIY pieces I've made over a couple of years. Most of them are recent, and also just showing you touching on the transformative power jewellery has on our outfits as a whole. So the first pieces that I actually didn't make myself, but it is what I have on. These were made by my auntie, and it originally started as like a double layer necklace, but I much preferred it as a single necklace as it would be more wearable for me on a day-to-day, and they come with these matching earrings. But I just wanted to show you guys because they are a piece that I really like in my collection, and I guess they are DIY, just not by me. As the video goes on, I just want you to take note on, even though I'm going to have the same basic vest on and the same hairstyle, that when I swap out the jewellery it just gives me an overall different look. Next we have these earrings, and these are one of my favourite earrings I've created, which they were actually created from the metal scraps of a bag that I had, and I didn't have any use for it. It was damaged, so then I took these metal pieces and turned them into these stunning earrings. The next pair of earrings are these pair of dangly dark blue earrings, as you can see, and I've paired it with this bracelet that I made as well, and they're not the same tone of blue. They're not a matching set, but I like the way that the tone of blue ties in with the blue in the earrings, which is nice. And I was going to say, the one thing I really like about making my own jewellery is the fact I can get it to fit how I want. And I have quite small wrists, so I always do struggle with the way bracelets and watches fit me. So it's nice that I'm able to get the exact fit that I want when I make my own jewellery. Another pair of earrings. When I first started making jewellery, I always did stick to making basic earrings and that kind of stuff. So a lot of them were just these straight line dangly earrings. The gold ones that I showed before were more recent, so that's why they're quite different to these ones that I'm showing. But again, I do like just the way they sparkle and the way they look, although I'm not very much into dangly earrings these days, so these don't really get as much wear. Another pair of dangly earrings. The same way it's nice to have a matching set in terms of clothes, it's really great to have a matching set in terms of jewellery. So I have this bracelet and then these earrings which match exactly with them. And it just makes it easier when it comes to pairing jewellery, because sometimes you don't want to try and throw a bunch of mismatched jewellery together, although sometimes it does look good. But yeah, a matching set in terms of jewellery is just an easy throw-on thing to do, which I like. And I really like this bracelet, the colour of it and the different details in it just make it an overall good piece. So I was proud of this piece and the way it came out, although these things are quite easy to make and they're very simple in the way that they are made, but overall simple but effective. And next we have another pair of dangly earrings, and they're just these glass blue ones, which I really like. So the last of those jewelry pieces were these pearl earrings, and they're just these pearl earrings with the gold space beads in between. So again, just a simple pair, and then I made it with this matching pearl bracelet. The only difference is that this I used a method called pearl knotting, which is a specific technique that you use for making pearl bracelets. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the more recent jewelry pieces that I've been creating, and you can see these have a much more different theme to them than the previous ones. And for a lot of them I liked the fact that they pair nicely together and they're more versatile in the way that they can be worn as well. So the first one I wanted to show was this necklace, and as you can see I took the hardware from the same bag that I used to make the earrings and kind of utilized it in this necklace. But what I do love about this is that it can be worn multiple ways. So the first way is just as a basic choker, so like a very simple pearl choker, which I really like. But then equally, if I just turn it around, it becomes a more of a statement necklace as well, which I really like. The fact that I can wear it multiple ways if I'm wanting to be more simple, or if I want to kind of have a more statement piece. But again, I just like the way it transforms this outfit, it gives me like a more edgy look overall, which I particularly enjoy. So the next piece is very similar to the last, and it's actually this pearl necklace, which if you watched my Paris vlog you would have seen me wearing this. And it's just a pearl necklace, but it has this rose detail on it. And this rose that is on it was actually part of a bracelet that I had that broke, but then I much prefer it as a necklace, and I'll just show you what it looks like on. So I just like the way it falls and just like the overall detail of it. And this rose is just like this, like a little statement, but it's very subtle at the same time. And like I said, the pieces do the pieces do pair nicely together because I use the same freshwater pearls for each. So I just want to show you how this necklace just complements the first, because they do pair very nicely together as more of like a statement necklace piece. So to actually go with these necklaces, I actually made these matching earrings as well, which are quite different from the others in the sense that these are more of a stud. So they are dangly, but they more have this stud shape. And I like the way that the gold of the earrings ties in with the gold of the necklace. I went a step further in making like this little bracelet. So funnily enough, this bracelet originally had the rose on it, but I wear necklaces a lot more than I do wear bracelets. So I wanted to make sure that the piece was utilized and like just get the full potential out of it. And I think that works much like better in the fact that it is now a necklace. Just like a simple, nice bracelet. But last of that collection, I made this little ring. So I'll just put it on and then I will show you. Okay, well, last of the collection I made a ring, but I've actually just broken it. So I'll have to fix that later. But essentially it was like a chain detail and it just went on like this. But I've snapped the chain by accident. Next we have this silver necklace, and you're probably thinking it's very basic and very simple. But what I like about this, again, it was made from the chain from like a bag. So I can wear it this way and it looks like a simple silver chain. But then if I turn it around, it has the clasp detail from the bag, which I really like. But then also the way I've worn it before was more like a, what are those little ties called? I can't remember what they're called, but if you remember, you'll see what I mean when I clip it. But then, yeah, like I can't remember what the little ties are called, but then if you, like, I can clip the clasp like anywhere along the chain and it just creates like this tie effect, which I think is quite cool. Like I said before, I like that the fact that these pieces can be worn in multiple ways. I'm definitely going to be making more like different pieces and just upcycling different things like the bags, even like thrifting bags, just to take them apart and just take the hardware from them and make different things. I think would be cool. So hopefully I get a chance to do more of that in the near future. Next on the list of silver jewelry is this necklace, and we're sensing a theme here. A lot of my recent jewelry has been like upcycled, so this was once again taken from a bag. I'm not quite sure which bag, but I just liked the shape of it and the way it sits on my neckline. So it's basically this little silver hardware with this dainty chain, and I've doubled it up to kind of create this effect that I like on both sides. But very simple necklace, but overall I quite like the way it looks and the way that it sits. And once again, if I wanted to, I could pair this with other necklaces and just kind of layer them, because it creates like a cool effect, especially when it's simpler pieces paired together. I like that. This silver heart pendant necklace, and I made this I think sometime last year, which is funny because this year like the heart pendants are like a very big trend for 2023, so I guess I'm a little bit ahead of the trend in that sense. Next we have this pair of earrings and then like this little bracelet, and this is an example that it's not the best DIY job I've done. Like if you look at them closely, they'd look very DIY because I actually spray painted them. So if you look closely, you can see it's not the best job. it was a good idea but not great execution because the paint is like kind of peeling off. But essentially I had these silver hoop earrings, which I really like the shape of them. Like they're kind of like a almost heart, and they're like just like a chunky hoop. But they were bought from like a fast fashion site, and obviously started to change colour over time. But because I really liked the shape of them and I haven't seen something in the same shape ever since, I wanted to keep them. So I had the bright idea to spray paint them. And from far, like, they look fine, but just close up you can tell, yeah, they're very DIY. So I think I need to, I guess, figure out another way to like upcycle already made jewelry in my collection to kind of like give them another lease on life. These earrings are very statement. But these were actually created from a necklace that was an old one of my mum's that broke, and I don't know why I came up with this idea, but I quite like the outcome. Like, they're very statement pair of earrings, which is kind of cool. But then I also made like a matching necklace to go with them. But now that I see them all together, I'm not quite sure that I would wear them together as a set, because I like the way that the statement earrings just look by themselves. And then I also like the way that the necklace looks by itself. I'll just give you a closer look of the earrings. And the way I made them is that I actually used my old studs to kind of just hold onto the earrings. But I'll take it off so I show you like the way I made them. So because this was part of a necklace, you can see on the back that it has like the little openings of the necklace. So what I actually did was, because I wanted them to hang properly and like face forward, I put like a chain across, and then it has like a little hoop which I put the earring through to make sure that it hangs how I wanted. And then also the fact that the stud isn't actually connected to the earring means I'm able to just swap out the studs. Like if I wanted a coloured stud, I could do that. If I wanted it to hang down a little bit more, then I would be able to do that as well. But I just love the way they look with my hair up as well, like out of my face. Now for the necklace. First I want to show you a closer look, because this necklace I actually made out of like multiple different things. Like I wanted it to have like an upcycled look, but then also like a mismatched effect. So again, we have the pendant, which is like the statement piece, but then to hold onto it I found this old keychain strap. Then on one side I've got this rope chunky necklace, and on the other side a chunky chain attached to another chunky chain. So yeah, this is what it looks like on. What I also like is the fact that if you see on the back, like this is like a clasp, so I could just open it up and change out the pendant if I wanted to something else. Next we have these two necklaces, and I actually made them with an outfit in mind, which hopefully I'm going to be wearing soon, but it's with a pair of jeans that I DIY'd. So I think I'm going to do like a DIY clothing haul, specifically like just for clothing pieces that I've like upcycled, cut up, DIY, that kind of thing. But today's one I just wanted to stick to jewelry. But yeah, it's this little choker necklace and then this longer necklace. So I kind of like made them mismatched. Like you see, this one has the big beads at the front and then the smaller beads towards the back, and then this one, half of the beads are big and half of the beads are smaller. But I just like the different colours running through them, and then once you see the outfit it will make a lot more sense as well. Next we have another piece that I showed in my last video, and it's this necklace, which is like these floral details down on this side and then like these colourful beads on this side. And I actually called this a Care Bear in my last video, but it's actually a Me to You bear. And then I made it hold like these little flowers in its hand, and then I made like just a colourful bracelet to kind of tie it in as well. But I just really like this piece as well. I like the way it's contrasted, the statement pendant as well, and just the way it looks. Like it's something, I guess, a bit more different than my other pieces in that they're more like serious pieces, where this is a little bit more fun as to wear. Yeah, I just like overall the way these pieces look. And then I really like this floral detail So I ended up making like another necklace just with the floral detail by itself and not with the extra details, which I will show you now. So this is the floral necklace I was talking about. So again, I used like these floral spacer beads, and in some of them I've put like the colourful balls to kind of make it look more like a flower with the little circle bit in between. I like the way it sits. I also like the way the floral petals look as well, and just the mismatched and just messy effect of the necklace altogether. I'm now going to show you some like things that I'm inspired by, some jewelry pieces that I'm wanting to make and that kind of thing. So I recently, not too long ago, thrifted this brooch, and I saw like there was this necklace in the shop that had something similar to this, but it was like a pendant. So I want to see if I can make this brooch into like a little pendant necklace, but then also keep it as a brooch as well, so then it's kind of more versatile. If I want to wear it as a brooch I can, but if I want to wear it as a necklace I can also do that. Beyond that, I just want to try and make earrings that are, I guess, a little bit more sophisticated than the dangly earrings, and I'm going to put examples on the screen of what I'm speaking about, but kind of like hoop earrings with like detachable pieces that come off, like just like, I guess, more complex earrings than the ones that I've been making. And then one idea I had that I really like and I'm excited to try out is making like a top or a skirt out of jewelry pieces. And if I make progress with it, or if I complete it by the time I do my DIY clothing haul, then I will include that. That is everything I wanted to show you guys today, and I do hope you're either inspired, you liked the pieces, or you just enjoyed watching this video. But that's everything I had to show you guys today, and I just wanted to thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed so far, and to everyone who will subscribe after watching this video. If you did enjoy it, you got something from it, and overall had a good experience watching it, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite piece or what pieces you think I should make next, and yeah, consider subscribing for more fashion related content, more travel content, and any content from me. Thank you for watching. God bless, and see you next week.